Sorry, my bad. My bad, yeah. Right, where are we? What is the initial token allocation for team rewards, private sale, marketing, and so on? Yeah, well, look, I've just been over that, guys, so it will be added to the website. So if you can just go onto the website by the end of tomorrow, and you'll be able to see the token allocation distribution yourself. Yes, the Renegade NFT card remain the same with bonuses as listed on OpenSea. Somewhere I saw you wanted to change the 10% discount on Airbnb and thingy. All of the things that come with the NFTs being sold on OpenSea will stay the same. I'm not too sure where this has come from, but nothing will be changed. It's the same with the Founders Edition cards. Nothing will be changed. We're not planning to change anything. We're not going to go back on our words. We're super transparent. Yeah, the founders have been an integral part of the development of Renegade and the growth in the project. So we love you guys. Let me tell you that. Yeah, which categories allow users for cashback? Crypto.com, for example, doesn't offer cashback on utilities, insurance, and etc. I expect the same for Renegade, but will there be an announcement? Yeah, there will. So when we have the rewards page added to the website, there will be some restrictions on cashback. Like we can't be giving cashback for the craziest of things. I don't know, say someone bought a house or something like that. There won't be cashback for something like that. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to announce all of the benefits that you can get within the Renegade ecosystem and all of the so there will be limitations to the cashback, but these are only going to be on items which aren't going to be given. So like say for instance your utilities and stuff like that, like there won't be cashback on your utility bill. It's like crypto spending where the cashback is given on your everyday spending. So say for instance when you go to shop, maybe go to a restaurant, stuff like that. Crypto allocation and future token burning, and will founders community will have the right to vote for these events? No, the founders don't have rights to vote. Renegade isn't a governance token, it's a utility token. We will always be open and we'll ask for customer feedback. So we have a few customer feedback forms just to basically get the feel of the community once the app's launched, see what you guys would like to be added. We're always going to have the community involved in recommendations. The beta testing has been really, really good having the community involved. So yeah, the community is always going to be involved and we're always going to ask for feedback from the community, but as of now, there's not going to be any voting going forward. Yeah, so do we have an approximation for the UK launch? Yeah, the UK launch. So the UK launch, because of Intergyro can provide IBAN accounts across Europe, but there's two regions where they can't, and that's the UK and Switzerland. We have found a solution for this now, but because we are working with Intergyro for our launch in the next 2 weeks for the first part of the application, the company who's going to facilitate the accounts for Switzerland and UK, that's going to come at a later date. And the reason is because all of the development we're currently using Intergyro's APIs. So we have to focus on that for the launch, fixing all the bugs and making sure the app works properly. And then once we've launched, we can then start facilitating the API integration for the other company who's going to help us facilitate the IBAN accounts in the UK and Switzerland. When will Renegade to English as the primary language with German primary? The possibilities of growing and reaching a bigger audience user base is very limited. Yeah, right. Renegade is looking to be a global brand, a global company, and we understand that the global language spoken is English. I just want to emphasize the fact that the founder is German speaking, native German. Most of the team are German, Austrian. So the native language is Germany, sorry. Our biggest community is currently in Germany, but this isn't our focus. Renegade's focus is Europe, the whole of Europe to start with. But naturally, the community's just grown in the German communities faster and bigger. So it kind of looks like we're focusing on the Germans, but we're not. We're focusing on the whole of Europe. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. And just because the English group isn't as big as the German group, it doesn't mean that it isn't our main focus. From going forward, all announcements will always be in English and German. So I hope that answers the question. Will euro balances in the IBAN be subject to interest, similar to high in Bitpanda, around 2 to 3% annually? No, as of yet, no. This might change, but yeah, like right now, it's not something that's going to be like balances in the IBAN. Yeah, we haven't thought about adding interest to those yet, so maybe something in the future. I'll discuss it with the team internally because this could be a great idea. I think it's a nice idea for people looking for an incentive to join the project or open an account and start using the application. So yeah, it's a nice suggestion. What will be the foreign transaction fees for the credit card, and will there be FX rates? Again, this is something that's going to be added to the website. The fees are always going to be competitive. Renegade is going to have a lot of free fees across the platform. So what we'll do is, in things like the white paper, when it's released, we'll have a fee structure inside there, so you guys can read that and have a more accurate understanding of how the fees will work. Will there be fee on off-ramp, for example, selling BTC from the wallet directly to the IBAN account with Renegade, or only to the Visa card? So the Visa card is connected to your IBAN account. Your crypto, if you sell that crypto for fiat, that fiat will then go into your IBAN account if this is where you choose for it to be. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I'm not too sure what they're saying, but yeah, then that's the whole idea of Renegade. We want users to be able to go from the IBAN account to crypto, from crypto to the IBAN account, and then also just be able to spend on your Visa card whatever you want. There's not going to be any limitations within the application. We don't want users to be able to not withdraw to the IBAN account. This is the whole idea why we've built Renegade, because we want users to be able to have their IBAN account and the crypto all in one place. Like, I don't know if anybody else can relate, but personally for me, when I'm from the UK originally, when I've been in the UK, it's gotten harder and harder and harder to get my money from places like Binance back into my traditional, NatWest, Santander account, High Street Bank account, and then deposits. I can't deposit into the exchange. I can't, for example, Binance, I can't actually now sell any of my crypto to Great British Pounds. So yeah, this is like the problem that we're looking to solve. Yeah, list of benefits. It's coming. It's going to be around. I think there's 100 plus the benefits that's going to be on offer. The rewards. Yeah, so there will be. So we won't be giving instant rewards on the cashback, just because of people scamming the system. It's been brought to our attention that this has happened a lot with Plutus, and I think it happened with High as well, and GBit and stuff like that. So yeah, there will be a lockup. Well, not a lockup. They just won't be released straight away. But all the cashback will always be paid as long as we believe the transactions and stuff are legitimate. So yeah, like I said, the amount of time that the rewards will be locked will also be released with the rewards page on the website, and it will also be present in the white paper too. It says here, when will a simulator for the new model be available? If anybody's listening who asked that question, I'm not too sure what you mean. So would you be able to put it in the group? Again, I'll ask the question. So it says, when will the simulator for the new model be available? I'm not too sure what that means, but right now, the beta testers are testing the application. Their developers on Friday said to us that Integyro will be ready to test the application as early as Tuesday next week. We hope that this is the case. So once Integyro has tested the application, they will give us the go-ahead for us to go live. And once that happens, we can launch the first version of the application.
The guy who asked the question is from the German channel. I will write it there, ask what he meant.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yep, will there be a list of MCCs, merchant category codes, that won't receive rewards upon the app card launch? Yes, there will. I've just answered that question. Will it be possible to stake their Founders Edition NFT from an external wallet using Wallet Connect? Yes. Users will be able to get their wallet, get their NFT, and stake it into the Renegade platform. And that's how they will receive the rewards and benefits associated with that NFT. And it's the same with the Founders Edition cards. But they won't have to stake them. When do we get one login for all Renegade services, sales site, Renegade app, and Helix Exchange, or will they stay separate? So we hope, the plan is to have everything in one application. We released the Renegade Exchange, Renegade trading platform, because it was ready. We didn't need to release it, but we wanted to give the community something, and we thought it was a great way to give something back to the founders. I know you've been waiting a long time for the release of the application and stuff, and we wholeheartedly appreciate that. So yeah, the trading platform is separate for now, but we're hoping to integrate everything into the one application. So when it comes to logins and stuff, it'll all just be in one place. When will the Renegade virtual card be available for use? Yeah, that ties into the question just answered. So once Intergyro I've tested the application next week, we will then be ready to go live. So on that basis, it's the 30th of July today. I can say I believe that it's going to be no longer than 2 weeks from today. I hope everybody understands that development has been quite tricky with bugs and stuff. We also changed development team after the MVP was built. And yeah, does anybody have any questions who's listening to do with the development? You can just unmute your mic and speak if you like. No? Okay. It says here, number 29, how far is the progress of the beta testing? I'm in the beta group for iOS, Android, and from what I see, there is a release in August. Is tight. I expect September or later, but is there any official timeline? Again, this comes into what I've just said about Intergyro testing the application, and once they're happy, we can go live. What can we use as community to do to support Renegade even more better? Are there vacancies that need to be filled, volunteer roles that you want us to fill? Or question mark. The community, we just asked the community to talk about Renegade, maybe tweet, talk about it on social media, maybe tell your friends. There's an exciting project launching soon. It's got some great features. We believe that we're going to be adding great value to everyday spenders. And yeah, right now we are hiring some positions. We are looking to build a Spanish community. We think this is really, really important for us. Oh, wait, what does that say? Sorry, just got a message showing. Are the devs in-house? No, so the devs are third party. It's a company called FlexiChain. They're currently based in Ukraine. Very good developers, actually. The first development team that we used were called Accubits. They were from India. Everything went well up until the MVP. And then we decided that we were going to leave working with those guys, and we went on the hunt for some new people. We interviewed with a few different companies, and then we decided that we would go with FlexiChain. Me and Daniel have been discussing recently that once the application's launched, we're going to start building the in-house team. I think it's going to be super important for us to be able to oversee the development and also have a massive influence as well, because right now it works with the third party, but as the application goes live, and it's just going to be a lot faster for us meeting deadlines once we've built an in-house team. So yeah, Sherwin, does that answer your question?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, just to go back to that question, if anybody knows anybody who's Spanish who would be interested in maybe moderating a Spanish group for the Renegade team, put them forward. We'd be really, really happy if there's any guys who are in there, because we understand that I'm not too sure if we've got many Spanish people in the community already, but that would be great. Like really, really great. And we're really looking forward to doing that. Like we're not looking actually to have a million groups in a million different languages, but like German is important to us because it's our biggest community. So we will keep that. We understand it's very limited worldwide. Like English is our main focus because let's face it, like that's the spoken language all around the world. But Spain is also like one of the most second spoken languages. And Daniel's spoken before about the bigger goal of going into Latin America in the future. So yeah, that's really important. So yeah, guys, if you know anybody, if there's anybody listening or anybody going to be listening in the future and they're Spanish or Spanish speaking and they would like to be a moderator, that would be great. Really come and talk to us, send us a message, speak to Semi or someone in the community management team, and we can go from there. When will a full list of available perks be communicated? So the reward site, I'm going to say the white paper and reward site on the website will be done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm hoping that we can get the rewards onto the website, designed, all the information there, and it'll be really, really, really easy to understand. That'll be on the website in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just so you know, when we do something for the website, we have to go through a designer. We have to design all the pages. The content isn't very difficult, actually. But then once its design's been done, we then have to like it. It has to be in line with the current theme of the website. That design then has to be coded into the website. So yeah, that's kind of the process that it takes. It's not something that can happen overnight. It's just a process. So I hope you guys understand. Any plans to offer proper automated DCA functionality? Yes. This is one of the features that EG Nexo is still missing. Yeah, you'll be able to dollar cost average and reoccurring payments into buying crypto through the Renegade application. We've already designed the pages for the app for this. It's super cool. Yeah, like so obviously I'm able to see all of the pages for the full crypto integration. Some of the pages that are going to be changing that you guys might see if you have the MVP or you're part of the beta testing. Yeah, it's super cool, guys. Our UX UI designer is a highly intelligent individual, and some of the work he's produced is unbelievable. So yeah, I'm super excited for you guys to see like all of the app. It's fun because over like the next few months, there's just going to be like all different features being implemented. There's always going to be like continuous development. We're going to use the fact of like the new release of new features for marketing. So yeah, super happy about that. And I'm really excited. If I buy a founder's card now and move after 3 months out of Europe, will I get problems or will everything work as usual? Right, guys, right. We can onboard people from the SEPA region so far. So your EU, minus Switzerland and UK, until we have implemented the APIs of our solution for that. If you sign up using European details, European house, home address, European passport and stuff like that, there's going to be no problems. If you move to the other side of the world, you're a European citizen and you've signed up through the KYC using those details. So there's never going to be a problem if you move anywhere in the world. So I hope that answers the question. Are there any plans for incentives as a founder to also get into staking? So yeah, we're always going to ask people to get crypto back. So we've decided that cashback isn't going to be the word that we're going to use going forward because everyone knows that we had the trouble with the FMA and they weren't happy with some of the stuff on the website. They said it was misleading. So the word cashback could actually also be misleading. So now we prefer to refer to this as crypto back because let's face it, the rewards will be paid out in Renegade coins. So it's actually more accurate in saying crypto back rather than cashback. Cashback could be misleading according to the FMA. In terms of cash could be associated with fiat, and it's not actually fiat that users will be receiving. Are there any plans? Oh, sorry, I didn't finish the question. Are there any plans for incentives as a founder to also get into staking? At the moment, it seems that apart from the up and coming insurance, no further benefits are possible. No, we want to ask, and we will always incentivize like people who are getting crypto back, especially the founders, which have such a high crypto back. We will always incentivize those guys to then stake that. And that won't be staked to an RSP. That'll be separate. So that'll be staked for a lockup period to then get APY. So yeah. Let me just find the last question. Is it possible to send the RSP received during stacking? No, the RSP is basically just a representation of points that you've earned in the Renegade app, so you can then use those points to increase your rewards or benefits for whichever card you have. So we refer to this as like booster. Is there a time horizon when mining or micro lending can be strengthened? Pre-vesting would be nice, but because it would further reduce sell pressure. So micro lending, I don't know if you guys know, but the company who we partnered with to facilitate the Renegade Lend, which will be micro loans. So anywhere from maybe like €500 up to like 3K, I think will be the limit. This is kind of ready to go. It's just not like the main focus right now. Our main focus is to get the cards issued, virtual and physical, and the full crypto integration. We know this is a highly anticipated feature of the app. So we're focusing on these. And it's also, we think it's good to have a roadmap. And like I said before, release the features continuously over like a period of time. So the timeline for Renegade Lend, I think, is around first quarter of next year. Yeah, I think it's the end of December, around January, February next year. That's the timeline so far. And yeah, guys, that's all the questions. So I'm just gonna have a little look in the group and see if there's any questions have been added. You said to hopefully go live in around 2 weeks with the cards. As I did understand, rewards wouldn't work at release, but will they be paid later for the transactions made during that time? Is still the case. This is something that we're currently still discussing. And the reason we're discussing it is because some of us believe that we should do it. But then what's going to happen is if we do, if we allow users to use the application for 6 weeks and all their cash back then comes on the day of the crypto integration, that's going to be 6 weeks worth of rewards for however many users we're on board, or given out in one day. Personally, for me, I don't believe that this is a good idea. But we are discussing this internally, and the decision will be announced to the community, because I think this is going to be really, really important to you guys. Yes, we want to give the cash back to be paid later if people start using the cards. But yeah, we're going to get back to you on this, guys, because we're torn. It's a hard one. Let's call it, like you said, no reward, cash back, but just like air miles, something extra crypto back. Yeah. Just out of curiosity about the physical card, is there a design in mind? And also, will it all be plastic, or are there also thoughts to do something metal? Yeah. Yeah, we have designs for the cards. And yeah, there will be a metal card. But this is most likely going to be like the top tier card for the metal ones. It's something that we've always wanted to do. We think metal cards are super cool. Very in trend at the moment. So yeah, there'll definitely be some metal cards. Bye then, Semi. So yeah, guys, that's all the questions that you guys have asked have been answered. I'm just going to tell you a few more things about the project. So we've got like a marketing team now, and those guys are building some campaigns as we speak. They're looking to go live with those campaigns on maybe Tuesday or Wednesday this week coming. We're really, really happy about this. These guys have an amazing track record. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we're super, super happy about that. They have a great go-to-market strategy. So yeah, you should start seeing Renegade increased marketing activities across social media. We've just partnered with a company called Luna PR, which is a PR agency based in Dubai. Very, very good PR agency. Super happy to be working with them. So yeah, they're going to be taking care of the PR stuff, and they've got a great team behind them. If you guys wanted to have a look, it's called Luna PR. You can see them if you can just Google that, and it'll come up. They're based in Dubai, so it'll be quite easy to find. We've got our first release going out. We're just waiting for it to be published, actually. PR article where Daniel spoke. So yeah, it's like a write-up, really, really cool. So yeah, we're really happy about that. Yeah, metal is nice. I just noticed that all the plastic cards have started to peel. Yeah, I suppose it depends how much you use it, right? That kind of happens for me, like using it all the time, taking it from paying for it all the time. I got a new card not long ago and it's absolutely battered already. But yeah, metal is just such a better solution. But metal is also very expensive, guys. So yeah, you should keep that in mind. What was that, Semi?
Bye.
Okay, Semi.
My internet sucks.
No worries. So is there any questions, Brian? I can see that you're listening. I've seen that you had a few messages in the group. Do you want to unmute your mic? Do you have anything else to ask? Have I answered all the questions that you have? Would you like to speak? If not, you can just message in the group. I don't know if you're listening or not. Yeah. And anybody else? Is anybody else who's listening? Is there any more questions that you'd like me to answer or discuss? If there is, ask them now, please. I'll give you a few minutes if you have any questions. If you don't want to speak, you can just put them in the group. I have the group open up next to me. I have the group open up so I can see all your messages. If not, guys, I'm going to be leaving it there. I hope you enjoyed my AMA. I'm sure that these will get better, guys, by the way. I've only done a few now. So yeah, I hope everything's been good. And yeah, keep looking at the website. We will announce it. We'll do an announcement in the channel. The tokenomics will be on the website. And then once the tokenomics has been released, if you guys have got any questions, just put them in the group. We're happy to answer them. Like at Renegade, we aim to be super transparent. You guys know who we are. You know where we are. You know who we are on Telegram. You know who we are on the website. Me and Daniel are very, very honest, transparent people. So if there's ever any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're happy to answer all questions. We're really, really happy about the community managers who manage their communities. They're doing a great job. So we're super happy for those. MB said maybe some new questions from the German AMA. Thank you for the AMA. What do you mean? Can you turn your mic off and speak, please? MB?
Yeah, here I am. Hold on.
Hello.
Doing the dishes at the same time. No, maybe during the AMA in the German channel, maybe there came also questions popped up. You haven't answered here already, so that was what I'm asking. Okay,
I'm not too sure. Is there any questions that you can ask me directly from yourself that I could answer?
No. The white paper, that's my biggest thing.
Yeah, the white papers. The white papers. So the white paper right now. So the current white paper that's circulated in the groups, I've seen it being posted by a few people. Like that. That's an old. And because we're a startup company, we're always adding new ideas and changing things a little bit, and how we're going to do things. It's always changing. So the white paper always needs to get updated. But obviously, as we've been focused on other areas of project, we haven't updated the white paper as much as we should. So now we decided to completely update it. So this is like maybe around a 50-page document, and it's very text-based, and there's a lot of information. So we're currently redoing it. It's nearly finished. So once it's finished, it'll be formatted. Maybe a new template will be added to make it look a bit fresher, and then it will be released. I'm really sorry, MB, that you've had to wait for this. I know you've been asking, so I do apologize for that. I just want you to understand that the white paper is something that we want to be also a place where people can go if they really want to read it, and they can find out as much information as possible. So yeah, that's I hope that answers the question with the white paper, but just let's just say like a week or 2 weeks, absolute maximum. But like, I'm hoping that we can get it done this week and get it completed.
Okay, thank you.
And the reason why we're not giving you the old one is because you're going to read that, and then when we give you the new one, you're going to read that as well, and that's going to be like so much different. So I wouldn't really waste your time. Like if you want to read it, there is a version in the if you go into the media of the channel, there is a white paper in there if we wanted to read it. Some of it will stay the same. Maybe the first half has stayed the same, but the bottom half to do with the business model there will be a significant amount of changes there.
If I'm correct, the only one that's circulating in the Telegram groups is an old one from November, a German one, because the website where it was listed, the latest one is down with a spam warning. So that was my biggest concern about for new members when they do their research, they see this is marked as spam. So maybe they'll run away.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why it's marked as spam, but we actually took it offline on GitHub. It's weird that it's marked as spam. I don't know if that's just...
That's the message you get to see as visitor.
Yeah, and I know. I've seen it. Not too sure why they displayed it as spam. Yeah, pretty interesting. I'm not too sure if this is just like a standard page when we take something down. Yeah. I will, like I said, we're working on the white paper. It'll be finished. And once it's finished, we'll upload the new version to GitHub, and then it won't be spam anymore. You'll be able to go there. But I totally understand your concern. For new people joining, this might be something that creates a negative feeling inside their mind. So yeah, thank you for letting us know about that. It will be great to see written articles about these AMAs, questions and answers in the future, especially if there are AMAs in several languages. Yeah, Brian, I think that's a great suggestion. Thank you for that. What we'll do is during the next AMA, we will ask all the members like we did this time for the questions. We will ask everybody for the questions. We will then release those questions. Maybe we'll enter the group individually, depending on the language of the group. And then, we can also, it would be nice to get some answers. So you mean written answers there, Brian? You would like some written answers because, okay. Well, we'll see if we can do this, if it's something that we can do. If not, maybe not, but the questions will be there. And as long as you are able to hear, you could always just have the questions, because I will always read the questions out and then I'll always answer them. So if the questions are given to the group or they're put in the announcement channel, would you be happy with watching the video and having a list of questions, or would you rather the questions and then answers in text? Okay. Well, we'll take that on board. I will be telling the team. And I hope that we can facilitate something like this in the future. I think it will be a great idea. Maybe we could, like you said, we could create an article about it, and maybe we could put this on Medium or we could definitely do something with that. So yeah, great idea. Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, that's all the questions. It's been great to speak to you. I hope I've answered all the questions. I hope you're happy with my performance for my first one. I'm hoping that I'll get better in the future, and we're really excited for launch. And thank you for all being part of the Renegade project and supporting us and believing in us. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.